Okay, today we are playing a game on the Horizon Lunar Colony. We are in the Platinum SR range, and we will be playing about a third of the game as Mercy and about 2/3 of the game as Zenyatta. We are also on the console, by the way, so consider yourself forewarned. Current team composition is Reinhardt, Zarya, Hanzo, Tracer, Mercy, and Zenyatta. So, boring, essentially. I don't have that much to say about it, so we're just gonna start the video game. So we've got to attack Horizon first, which is super fun. Everybody loves that one. I don't know anybody who dislikes a 2CP map, frankly, so it'll all be good, I'm sure. So, we're going to try and go left at the gate so far. Enemy team's on the upper right. Zenyatta's gone way ahead of his team. Way ahead of his team. Don't be like this guy. Just like, fuck it. Who cares? What are they going to do to me? Just imagine what they see. They look down there and they just see Zenyatta just slowly going to the left right in front of them. Like, it's just like one of the ducks at the fairground right there. But miraculously, he survived, so there's no justice in the world. So we've been healing people at full health. We don't want to do that because that's not very efficient. Because if we're healing somebody at full health, we basically have no beams out there to anybody. Understand, like, anticipating people are going to take damage and all that, but we want to keep healing people at full health to a minimum. So Tracer's managed to kill their Junkrat, so things are going well for us. Our team is super spread out, and we've been damage boosting Zenyatta this whole time because it's been rather hard to find anybody else so far. It's okay, it's all worked out just fine. The entire enemy team is dead. Hooray, team. Thank goodness. It all went swimmingly. A lot better than it looked like it was going to, based off Zenyatta's earlier move. We're healing someone at full health, don't do that. I know literally nothing's happening right now, but even still, don't heal somebody at full health. So you never know, someone might walk out in front of Hanzo, and you want that man to shoot that man and kill that man. You want the bad man to be dead. So their Mercy's dead, which is a great start. There goes Reinhardt. And that went a lot better than expected, because if you're playing Reinhardt, don't do this. Because this boy, he's going all the way. He's going all the way over to the next fucking map. That's how far he's charging in. And he's managed to kill Moira, so it went great for him. It didn't have any right to at all, though. So they've gained a Widowmaker, we've just learned right now. Did we learn this ahead of time? Did we see Widowmaker shoot prior? That was a Widow shot over us right there, wasn't it? Yep, so we learned right there, actually, that they have a Widowmaker. Which means we gotta be careful when we come around to any such corners, because we're gonna be the one she's looking for. And we were just sort of like, not really moving around up here, and you want to keep moving, so stuff like this is harder to have happen. We weren't really moving around a whole lot. We came out and just sort of like stood there, basically. So they lost both their healers, but we've now lost our main healer, and now we've got to get all the way back over. And we just lost Zenyatta as well. So things could be going better over here right now for our team. We actually probably would have won this fight if we didn't lose both healers, because now our team have been over here with no sustain, which makes it difficult for them to win the fight. And frankly, at this point, I would have probably just gone, we lost that fight. I definitely wouldn't GA into these people, and if I did, I'd immediately GA back out again, because, oh shit, that's not looking like it's going to work out super well anymore. So even though it got off to a great start, we ended up not capturing the checkpoint, because we lost both our healers, so our team had no way to actually stay in the fight. Don't heal people at full health. That's the thing, when you lose both your healers, is it tends to be very difficult for your team to make do without them. On the bright side, we captured 80% of the checkpoint, so frankly, Horizon, I'll consider that a victory, frankly. Good enough, good enough. Not unheard of for nobody to capture the first checkpoint on Horizon, like, you know. And yet, at the same time, Horizon is definitely the map I've been forced to endure for the longest periods of time, also, because, no doubt, like, I've played games on Horizon where the score has ended 8-9. Like, sometimes it's really fucking bad. What's the closest? The closest is probably, I think I've seen Volskaya go, like, 5-6. I've seen Horizon go 8-9 before. It's terrible. I hate this map. It's better after they changed it. No denying. It's definitely better than it was previously. But it's still really fucking bad. Like, it's still a 2CP map. Oh, God, can you... Oh, now they're adding another one, which was only a matter of time before they were going to add another one. But hey, why not, I guess. Let's put some more in there. No doubt it'll be fun, as 2CP maps always are. We'll see if they've learned anything over the last 2 years of development. Also, Bridget's getting nerfed again. Because now, apparently, armor is going to go on top of the shields instead of under the shields. If you guys just want to take Bridget out of the game, like, that's fine. Like, just do that, right? Like, just own it, rather than just, like, nerfing her every 2 fucking weeks, basically. You know? Are people still complaining about Bridget, by the way? Are people still honestly out there, like, fuck Bridget, she's still overpowered? Or is it at this point more just, please stop, he's already dead, you know? Like, that's how it feels to me after... It's honestly been like 8 patches in a row, hasn't it, where Bridget's gotten nerfed. It's probably more like 6, but it's legitimately been like a lot of patches in a row where Bridget got some kind of nerf. And for me, the tipping point was when they were like, alright, Shield Bash doesn't do damage anymore. I know it does 5 damage. When they were like, Shield Bash doesn't do any damage anymore. I was like, alright, do you guys just want to, like, maybe delete her? Just, like, put the giant X over her on the selection screen or something? Because that seems like what it's building up to. And then they just nerfed her, like, 3 more times. Anyway, like... And then when they did that nerf, people were like, what are Blizzard thinking? Now Tracer and Genji are going to be unstoppable. These are the people who a week ago were petitioning for Bridget to be deleted. Right? Like... I hate Overwatch. Alright, anyway, so we're playing Horizon. We died a second ago. I went back to figure out why we died, but I was distracted complaining. So Zarya came up behind us and killed us. Unfortunate. Yeah, like we were hiding from the Coalescence, basically, and then Zarya walked up the main and just, like, lasered us in the back, which is not a very expected operation, to be fair. Like... I wouldn't have expected Zarya to just walk straight up the main gate and laze us in the back, but that's what happened. So, you know, that's cool. That was fun and enjoyable. So, Hanzo just got picked off. Tracer's trying to get picked off right now. She actually got back. I think we actually could have rezzed that person. We were under duress a second ago. Their Tracer does that. Yeah, once she, like, recalls away, it's actually pretty safe to res that person at this point. Because nobody else was actually out here. I wouldn't have done it while Tracer was there, but after she recalled away, we could have probably gotten away with resing that person, because no one else was really in the area. So, we shouldn't use Valkyrie for this, because Reinhardt, like, this is one of those situations where you look at Reinhardt and you go, he killed himself. This right there, that's a very illegal maneuver. He's in no way allowed to be doing what he's doing right now. But he's done it anyway. You just look at that. Like, we accidentally took the bubble from the Zarya as well, I've just noticed, because we've got the bubble on us right now. That was no doubt meant for him. Unfortunate. But, like, that's the kind of thing, you look at that and go, he's dead. He killed himself. Like, I'm not gonna try and save that guy at that point. And I'm definitely not going to use Valkyrie to try and save the guy, because it's a waste of time. He's not going to live, and he actually ends up wasting Earthshatter as well. He might have died in time to not push that button if we didn't do that. Don't do this. Because we're rezzing this guy in full view of the enemy team. There's a Widowmaker out there. Our whole team's got to reset anyway, so there's no point in rezzing the guy. We got to wait for our team to regroup regardless. It'd be better to save the res for, like, if somebody, like, decides to stagger themselves while we're waiting to regroup rather than resing that guy. But don't bother trying to save that Reinhardt. He killed himself. This is something you have to learn when you're playing a healer, right? People have this thing with healers where they think you're meant to be really altruistic and try and save everybody. Some people, you can't save everybody. And some people are not worth saving either, also. So... when your Reinhardt performs a charge like that one, you write that person off right there. You look down at the roster and just cross that name off. No, sir, he's fucking dead. Did you try and save him? We did all we could, sir. So, anyway, now, we've been getting harassed by Tracer. So, Zarya did this. Zarya shouldn't have done that. Oh, God. Whew. I don't know why I'm tired, but I'm tired. It's been a busy day of doing nothing. You know how it is. So Zarya, like, she just, like, while low health, walked through the main door and then broke line of sight to both healers, so don't do that. Also, if you're playing that Zarya right there. So yeah, we're basically just getting harassed by Tracer and she kills us. Yeah, it feels bad. That's the thing with Mercy, is that sometimes somebody's killing you and they're meant to kill you, you know? Like, you're meant to die. This is why I don't like Mercy, is that she is by far the most beholden to her teammates out of all of the supports, right? Because it's really hard for Mercy to single-handedly, like, carry a game, right? You can do it. Any hero in the game can carry, but it's really hard for Mercy to carry her game, because Mercy is basically like an amplifier for her teammates, right? Like, you make them a little bit better than they already are. If you're weeb trash, you'll understand this reference, right? It's like Soul Eater, where Mercy would be the Meister and the rest of her team are the weapon. Trust me, that's a really good analogy. You just have to know the anime or the manga, and then you'll understand. So, but the problem is that, like, so if your teammates are good, you can make them excellent, right? Or if your teammates are average, you can make them good. But if your teammates are bad, you can make them mediocre. And if your teammates are mediocre, you can make them average, right? Like, that's how Mercy is. So you can end up in some situations where really, like, you have very limited options. And, you know, it's always very easy with the benefit of hindsight to go back and go, well, I find a lot of Mercy reviews are like this that I've seen, where there's a tendency for people to look back in hindsight and go, well, we died with Tracer right here, so we clearly shouldn't have gone this way, we should have gone this way instead. And they'll track out, like, this, the most unintuitive path you could possibly take. Like, this, you know, not naming names, but I've seen some reviews from Mercy players where people have clearly sat, like, backwards engineering, like, alright, well, we died here, so clearly we should have been omniscient and know that going this way would get us killed. And, like, sometimes you can, yeah. But, like, a lot of times they're like, alright, so we went, you know, we saw our whole team go this way, so we went that way with them. But what we really should have done is go like this, and then we would have circumnavigated the issue completely, and we never would have died to the person who found us and started bullying us. You know, like, sometimes you do what you were meant to do, and you get fucked, right? Like, it's not always possible to get around it, really. Especially as Mercy, she requires help from her teammates a lot of the time to actually, like, survive situations. Either because they're in convenient positions to, like, bounce to, or they, like, physically help her kill the person assaulting her, you know? So, you know, it's not a very cheerful thing to think about, but I do think it's worth pointing out that sometimes when you're playing Mercy, you're just kind of fucked, actually. Like, you're just kind of fucked. Mercy's like, I like Mercy just fine, but I don't like playing her because she has very little agency over events in the game. She has agency, sure, but, like, a lot of Mercy is, like, trying to stay as away from the enemy team and out of line of sight as possible, being efficient with damage boosting people, and using Valkyrie. And outside of that, you know, you can try and res someone, you can pull the pistol out now and then, but, like, rezzing someone depends on your teammates dying in a rezzable position as well. If your teammates are like that Reinhardt, there's nothing you can do for that guy as Mercy. Like, that guy, he's bad. He's gonna get killed. And if you try and save him, you probably die too. So, you know, the important thing to remember is everyone's bad, and sometimes there's not much you can do with Mercy. And I think there's a tendency for people to be like, oh, well, if you did XYZJKY, you would have lived. Well, none of that's intuitive, right? So, like, I guess I have to be psychic to play Mercy well. And, you know, that's kind of true, actually. That's kind of true, actually. Anyway. So Tracer, we've changed to Zenyatta now, and Tracer is still trying to harass us, but now we're trying to kill the Tracer as well. So, you know, great times, great times. Now we can shoot the lady. We can shoot the bad woman who's trying to shoot us. So our team just got, like, earth-shattered right in front of us. This is why I'm not a fan of Zenyatta's right-click, is we've ended up using a lot of ammo for not really much, and now, fight started, we have to interrupt our reload like 12 times to actually start doing anything in the middle of this fight. I'm not a fan of Zenyatta's right click. I never have been. You can fight me. Everybody always does want to fight me. It's just one video I uploaded like fucking 7,000 years ago that was Zenyatta, and every now and then someone still comes to fight me. I'm like, I'll still fight you. I don't care. Someone always wants to fight me on it. I hate Zenyatta's right click because people just, like, it feels good to, like, get that one shot on somebody and kill them, right? So, like, there's a tendency for Zenyatta players to do nothing but right click the entire time, which ends up with them being in positions where, like, they have no ammo, or they run out of ammo and they have to reload a bunch of time. Or someone comes up on them while they were charged, like a Reaper comes around the corner. This is way more likely to happen now. Reaper comes around the corner while you're charging your right click. Reaper doesn't have Discord on him because he just snuck up on me, so I hit him with a few of the orbs. He doesn't die, and he two-taps me. Whereas if you aren't just sitting there charging right click constantly, you can put it on him and go, and then he'll stop, because if you hit him, like, get a headshot and then ting him again, he's gonna be like, oh shit, Zenyatta means fucking business. The right click's good burst damage, so, like, if you're gonna, like, peek a corner, you're tracking someone around a corner with Infrasight or your Discord orb, that's cool, you know, yeah, try and blitz the guy as he comes around the corner, whatever, you're gonna peek a corner. You're killing time because, like, Genji's deflecting in front of you. Fair enough, you know, you're not gonna left-click the guy, might as well charge up to try and get him when the deflect ends, you know. Reaper's Wraith forming in front of me. I mean, I got nothing else to do, right? Because Reaper's about to come out right in front of me out of Wraith form. But, like, I've seen so many Zenyatas where, like, a fight's happening right in front of their eyes, and they're still sitting there just, like, charging the right click still. But a fight's just happening in front of you, just left click people. It's better sustained damage. The right click's better burst damage if you can get enough of the shots to land. I just like to complain about Zenyatta's right click at every opportunity given, because it's one of the most common things I see. Here are the two things that tweak me the most, right? I'll watch a Widowmaker play, and they never use Venom Mine. They'll just sit and have that cooldown ticking for like 20 minutes. Like, they just don't want to use Venom Mine. Like, do something with the fucking Venom Mine. Or I'll watch a Zenyatta, and they've just like pried the left click off their mouse, and they're just like, charge, charge, charge. Cause sometimes you one-shot someone, and that makes you feel good, right? It's like when you're playing McCree, and you got Deadeye, so you immediately start flanking with it. And you know you got like a 5% chance of getting this flank to actually work, but every now and then, that flank works out, and you get the play of the game, because you killed 5 people, because they just couldn't figure it out. They were like, it's high noon, and they were like, where is he? I don't know, and then they died. So that makes you feel justified, and it makes you feel like that's the way to play McCree, when it works like 5% of the time. I just like to complain. It's who I am as a person, okay? Fuck Zenyatta's right click, fight me. So there you go. Anyway, I've seen us charge it like twice, and I was just immediately triggered and had to fight about it. So anyway, so we've just walked really far forward. We know they have see? We're looking at a Widowmaker. We're looking at people and we're charging up. If there's a guy just there, just click that. We're looking right at the guy. Like, we're looking right at him. We're looking right at him. We haven't even put the Discord orb on him, and we're looking right at him. We're like, charge. Like, it upsets me. Upsets me a lot. I was going to say something else, but I've forgotten what it was now. Tracer's still here. That's upsetting. No doubt. No doubt. But, you know, sometimes you kill Tracer, and that feels good also. So, now, our team's regrouping. We've got Transcendence built up, so that's cool. We can stop the fun. But, tragically, like, their team isn't really that good to use Transcendence against, by and large, because, like... Oh, Mercy, you shouldn't have done that. Look at that one. Because they've got a Widowmaker. She doesn't care. And they've got a Tracer. We can't save him from Pulse Bomb. So, like... It's not a great team to have Transcendence against, admittedly. You know, you can still use it. Oh, Discord that boy. Oh, he didn't get the Discord. We got a Discord. Oh, he could have taken so much more damage. Try not to interrupt your reload, also. Because we do that, like, right here. Try not to do that if you can. Sometimes, like, you have to move the Harmony Orb to try and keep the guy alive, but, like... We're actually in the Graviton right now. And we were still like, I gotta get this right click out first, though. Like, now, alright, now I'll use Transcendence. We're in the Graviton, and we were still like, hold on. I gotta finish this charge first. Let me get this one last charge in. Yeah, so it's like, honestly, like a pretty awkward team to play Zenyatta against. I'd probably just play Bridget at this point, honestly, because, like, yeah, Bridget can't do anything to Widowmaker, sure enough, but, like, Bridget can zone and harass the Tracer, make it difficult for her to do stuff, and we can help, like, the Reinhardt, he's been up to some shit. Like, it's not a great team to play Zenyatta against. Like, actually, Lucio would probably be better, because Lucio still has the defensive ultimate. Reinhardt likes to go in, so, like, having a more aggressive support can help with that. And Sound Barrier actually saves people from Pulse Bomb. Like, Graviton Pulse Bomb, Zenyatta doesn't save you from that, whereas Lucio actually can save you from Grav Pulse Bomb. Yeah, so I'm not actually super into Zenyatta right now, just because their DPS are Widowmaker and Tracer, who, by and large, make it kind of hard for Zenyatta to do stuff. And his ult isn't that great against theirs. Yeah, you know, we can still use it against the Graviton and the Earth Shatter, but even if we're using it in the Graviton, right? Pulse Bomb and Widowmaker, they aren't moving a whole lot, right? So they're not that hard to headshot. But it would feel really sick to headshot the Widowmaker Zenyatta. Can't deny that one. That would feel really good. So Tracer just got picked right as we're regrouping, so that's great. I think we actually did gain like 0.2% more on the checkpoint at some point, so great job, team. I think, maybe. So, we're gonna do this again for a little bit now, and there's a barrier in the way, so we're not really getting a whole lot done as Zenyatta. Such is life sometimes, you know. We interrupted our reload again right there. Try not to do that. Oh, we interrupted our reload a few times. Oh, here comes their Widowmaker. So we do have, so we were trying to, like, wait for her to peek the corner, I think, right here. She's never gonna actually peek this corner because of what's happening right now. Oh, we're about to run out of time. I didn't notice. I've been so busy being angry that I didn't notice, to be honest with you. It's just how I am, you know. So, everybody's dead. I just heard, like, the deepest sigh in the world. Like, someone, I think it was Reinhardt, just went, he was like, oh, yeah. Just take me now, Jesus. Just take me now. So we're going to stay on Zenyatta anyway now. So we've got Junkrat and Soldier now. Soldier's not that good compared to the other hit scan DPS. Soldier and McCree, they do this thing where they flip every now and then where it's like, hey, so McCree's really good, so there's just no reason to pick Soldier. Oh, Soldier's pretty good right now, so there's no reason to pick McCree. They like to do this flip, really, so, you know. If you're really good at Ashe, there's no reason to pick any other hitscan DPS. You can say that about Widowmaker also. So we were trying to see if we can get someone when they come around the corner. Oh, we've fallen off the high ground. We'll assume this was accidental, because I can't see why we do that intentionally. I hate this door so much, right? I hate it. Was I pointing the right way? That door. I hate that door. I gotta point the opposite direction every time. I need to remember. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, whew, that was scary. Fucking hell. Fucking drop bears. Jesus Christ. And it was on fire as well. Must have been one of those fucking trees in Australia that just bursts into flames sometimes. And he's actually from Switzerland. So, you know. No, he's not. He's from Sweden. It's Mercy who's from Switzerland. Same difference. So, now, that didn't go really well for them, so they're going to try and go right now. They're actually going to try and go left from their perspective, but from our perspective, they're going right. So they've got a Lucio. He just, like, ran onto the point. We don't really want to be standing on the point if we can at all avoid it. Ooh, fuck. Jesus, that was violent, wasn't it? Was he deflecting? No, we started charging while he was not deflecting. If we're fighting a Genji, you want to just click that boy. If he starts deflecting, alright, start charging. But, like, if he's just flipping around in front of you, you want to click that boy. So we don't want to stand on the point, if at all possible as a support. We want to stay off to the side of the point, because then we're just at way less risk, basically. The point's usually where, like, the most of the enemy attention is going to be directed. So if we, like, we've got tanks who can go stand on the objective. We want to stand onto the side of the objective, if at all possible. If we have to go touch the point or, like, lose the round, you know, fair enough, whatever. But we want to avoid it. Oh, we just put Discord on him and click him. Like, because, like, we're very unlikely to run away from the guy because of the position we're in. We actually do manage to get away from the guy, but, like, we could have put the Discord orb on the guy and, like, been shooting at him as we retreated. But we did just, like, literally just, like, turn tail and run as soon as we saw Genji. You do actually move slower going backwards. You move at 90% speed going backwards. So, like, that's why, like, if you're getting run down by a Reinhardt, it always feels like the Reinhardt's faster than you, because he is actually slightly faster than you. So if you're getting ran down by a Reinhardt, yeah, you turn tail and run. But, like, if you're getting ran at by a Genji, the Genji's probably going to keep up with you. He has a dash, so you might be better off just trying to fight the guy. So we've almost got Transcendence built up right now. Everybody just got Earth Shattered up here. We were, like, backing up. Hold on. What was somebody saying right there? So our Moira's trying to get us to move back to the point right now because we're down one man, which I actually didn't know. So great job, Moira. Great awareness. The thing is that, like, that's a better position to fight than the point is, because unless you're going for, like, one of those strats like Orisa, Torbjorn, Symmetra, something like that, like Bastion, you know, like, sit on the point and let them run into you and meat grinder themselves. Like, standing on the point on this map tends to be kind of hazardous to your health, actually. That's usually the case. Like, you don't really want to just be standing on the point on a lot of these maps. Like, Hanamura, second checkpoint, you don't want to just stand on that objective, right? Like, Numbani, first checkpoint, you don't want to just stand on that objective, because it's just never really a good place to fight on. Like, we're better off fighting up there, where they have to go through the narrow choke into us. Whereas if they're on the point, we're on the point, down a man, like, they can just kind of run on the point and start fighting us. So we got Earth Shattered right there. We don't have a Reinhardt, so we're just, like, more vulnerable to Earth Shatter. And we didn't manage to build up Transcendence. If we had Transcendence, these people would have survived. None of them got, like, one shot or anything like that, so we would have been able to try and keep those people alive, but we actually built it up just afterwards instead. So, I mean, you know, if we aimed slightly better, then we'd have that charge also, but Yeah, basically, if we landed like one more shot prior to this, we would have been able to use Transcendence. Feels bad, man. Because, I mean, you know, not to spoil things, but the title of this video is How Did I Lose This Game? And there's one question in the email, and that's principally the question. So, I think that's in contention for probably the moment we had the biggest potential to change. And, like, it is literally like we were 1% more efficient at some point during this round as Zenyatta, right? And we would have had Transcendence right there. There's no guarantee we won that fight because we had Transcendence, but that's, like, none of those people got, like, pinned or headshot or anything like that, so we could have kept them alive with Transcendence, so maybe. I think that's in contention for one of, like, the biggest moments so far that we had the potential to change the outcome of. Okay, it went well. I was like, it's a little greedy. I was thinking about it. I was like, it's a little greedy to hold on to Transcendence while we're getting killed right there. But no, I was like, they did just kill 2.5 people with the tire, so like maybe, you know, and it's Soldier also used Tac Visor, so it's fine. It's fine. So we still have Transcendence, that's great. We've got to hold this point for 4 minutes, which is not impossible to do. I don't like standing over here, generally speaking, because it's like easier to die. I'm always, like, it doesn't really matter what hero I'm playing. If I'm a long-range hero, I like to stand on that balcony instead. Can be scary as somebody like Zenyatta because you can be too far away from your team to help you if you're standing over there. But I like to stand on that balcony a lot more than this balcony, just because I usually have to, like, run away. We held on to that one for a while. Would Moira have lived? Moira would have lived. Like, as soon as... It's one of those things. You see the enemy use one of these ultimates and it's going to hit some people. Like, 2 people are in that Graviton. One of them's Moira. That's worth using Transcendence for. So we use it instead after Genji uses Dragon Blade. So, you know, with the benefit of hindsight, we know he could have just held Dragon Blade and then used it after after Transcendence ended right there. But it's like, because Moira died, we can't keep the rest of our team alive. Moira's back now, but most of our team's already dead at this point, so we're having an unfortunate situation. Don't move into the person you're shooting at, because, like, we're trying to kill this Moira, and we've just, like, left cover to run after this lady at this point. We were behind Orissa's shield, and we just ran right at her. So yeah, I would have used, Transcendence on the Graviton, like, as soon as it happened, because Moira and Orissa were in there. Orissa can walk out, yeah, but, like, I would have used Transcendence. We saw Moira got caught in it. And, like, yeah, with hindsight, we know Genji could have just been like, oh, well, now I'll use Dragon Blade. You can only really, like, go off what's happening at the time, right? And at the time, I see 2 people are getting stuck in the Graviton. I'm gonna use Transcendence, especially if one of the people getting stuck in there is, like, the main healer or the main tank, you know? Because those people being alive are pretty important. And by the time Moira got back, half the team was already dead, because Zenyatta is not good enough, right? Like, Zenyatta can't heal a team through a fight, so it's like really important that we try and keep the main healer alive as if we can, basically. And, you know, Genji had Dragon Blade, so, you know, maybe we lose the fight regardless. Maybe on the first checkpoint we lose the fight regardless, but those were the... You know, if I'm going to point at 2 moments in time where we had the most potential to affect the outcome of the game, it's going to have been point 1, the Earth Shatter, where we didn't have Transcendence, and that's literally just play slightly more efficiently up until that point. You know, which is kind of like saying aim better, but, like, that stands out because we were, like, so close to having it that it's, like, literally if we just landed 1 more shot, we would have had it. And that's kind of just like, you know, hate to see it. Oh, it died at 99% charge, you know, sad times. Sometimes that happens, right? And it feels bad. But like the graviton on the second checkpoint, we had it for that one. We just used it later. I would have just used it immediately right there. And we maybe still lose the fight regardless. Don't know. Happened in a parallel dimension, so we'll never know. But I think we were greedy to hold it for as long as we did, and that might be what did it for us in the end. So we're right at the end of the video, and like yesterday, the YouTube algorithm really badly fucked up, so I want to see if it's going to do it again. Note, this is a lot better. I can see already. Jane, great guy. Very smart, a lot smarter than me. Not as funny as me, though. Doesn't have as great hair. Look at this Rube. No. Speedruns, good times. No. I mean, I like Bloodborne, but I'm not interested in this. I don't know who this is. It's literally just gone. You follow someone who plays Slay the Spire. You like Slay the Spire. Ultimate level 9 CPU Invitational. That's the kind of shit I probably would watch, honestly. Still like Northern Lion. That's honestly something I would watch, especially since I don't understand. I played Hollow Knight, really liked the game. Don't have a fucking clue what happened. And what's this? Top 10 gamers getting swatted on live stream. It's something I would watch as well. Great job. Because yesterday it was like fucking terrible. It didn't know what the fuck it was doing. So yeah, so to answer your question, I'm basically going to point to those two moments at the end of the game as being the biggest points to influence it. As for what stood out to me the most in this game, just, you know, maybe don't right-click so much as Zenyatta. I mean, maybe right-click just a little bit less. Maybe just, like, left-click the men instead, you know. So, you know, if you shoot the guy in the head, it still does a lot of damage, you know. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you felt I answered your question inadequately, please let me know and I'll try to expand further. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe for similar videos of middling quality in the future. And I hope you found the video helpful.